Hey everybody, 64 Studios 101.
And Hoofin 12 here.
So we're doing a review of a classic series Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, the Ark in Space. Anyway, so you might recall a year and a half ago we tried this Doctor Who review series, and it was pretty good, but then we sort of forgot about it, and we decided to reboot the series because of all the length of time in between.
Yeah, to be honest, I did some bad jokes in the series that really weren't that funny, so this will probably be even better.
Yeah.
So yeah, as he said, we're doing the Ark in Space, which is a classic story. I think it's 4 episodes.
Yeah, it is. It's 4 episodes, and it's an early Tom Baker episode, of course.
I really like it. It's just a great classic story with interesting villains and everything.
Now, this is literally only the second episode we ever saw in the series. The first was Destiny of the Daleks, which it's going to be an interesting series, but it was really this episode that convinced me, wow, this is a great series. And we saw it recently again, and it still holds up. This shows it's good either if you're a big fan of the show or if you're a new viewer just getting into it.
It's also, the second ever Tom Baker story.
Yeah, and it's Harry Sullivan's first episode as a full, first series as a full companion. Like, he was in Robot a bit, but...
Yeah, I think he's even mentioned in Planet of the Spiders.
Yeah, he is.
But this is a lot better than Robot, I think.
So, and it's sort of the Doctor Who's sort of the famous Gothic horror era, where it's sort of focusing on scary stuff. I feel like this is sort of the beginning of that, and it's a great era of the show. I mean, I don't know if it's exactly call it scary, but it's like at least based on scary things in it. And some of the stuff, like Noah's weird transformation, is actually pretty creepy, I think.
Yeah, it is. Let's take another look at the box. See, it doesn't show his transformation into the Weird.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the special effects aren't the best in this story. It's bubble, as you can see, it's obviously bubble wrap. And the Weird themselves, they look okay, but you can tell they're BBC props.
Yeah, see, there's a Weird.
You can sort of see that it's all painted and the head sort of looks plasticky. It's not one of the worst Doctor Who monster designs, but it's certainly not one of the best.
Yeah, it's okay, but
if you though other than the monsters, visuals are actually pretty good. Like, it actually looks futuristic, and you actually get this in this entire space station. It doesn't just come across as a few different sets with white floors and walls redecorated to look like different rooms. Like, it actually looks like different parts of the space station to me.
The Nerva beacon looks, it's just...
I think technically it's just called Nerva here. I don't think it's still Revenge of the Cybermen. It's called Nerva Beacon, but I still call it that.
Wait, is it mentioned in Revenge of the Cybermen?
That's where the story takes place there.
Oh. Is it a different beacon?
Well, it's the same beacon, it's at a different point in time.
Oh! See, I don't know this stuff. He's the one who knows.
Yeah.
We both know a lot about Doctor Who. He knows more. But anyway, back on track. It has a wonderfully creepy feel to it.
Yeah. And another thing I like is how, unlike a lot of stories, it's not this fantasy they actually put in. I think they put in real science. I'm not a science expert, but it's even if it's not they definitely put traces of real science in. And unlike some of them, you don't just go, this doesn't make sense. Oh, this is silly. You don't just go. You never feel like the science net. You never feel like you're just saying a bunch of random technological terms. It actually feels scientific.
Yeah, unlike the Invisible Enemy.
Yeah, or a lot of new Who stories over time in the Ronnie.
This is really one of the great episodes of Doctor Who. I feel like
I might put it on my top 10 list.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it might be it might be my favorite Tom Baker story, which is saying a lot because Tom Baker's era is really good. It's like, I think it's one of the better stories and one of the better eras of the show.
Yeah.
Late John Pertwee, early Tom Baker, John Pertwee in general and early Tom Baker, that's the golden age of Doctor Who in my opinion. Anyway.
I probably agree. It's by, let's see. It's by Robert Holmes. I wanted to say Douglas Adams at first.
That's City of Death.
Yeah,
And the Pirate Planet. Those are both Douglas Adams.
it is. City of Death is better, probably, but
I like them both. But yeah, I'm getting back to the Arcane Space anyway.
it has the Nerva Beacon, which I didn't know was featured in Revenge of the Cybermen.
I'm like 99% sure it is. Like,
But, yeah, well, whatever.
I certainly hope I'm correct. Anyway, yeah, the Weirin, the villains are the Weirin. They're some of the more memorable one-off villains.
Yeah, they're like giant space insects.
Yeah, which of course, I've done that before, of course, like, with Zarbi, which aren't done as well as these.
These, I mean, the effects aren't the greatest, but it's classic Who. What do you expect?
Yeah, and certainly not any worse than any other classic Who story effects-wise, and if you want to get into the classic series, I mean, this is a story that really got me into the classic series, so I honestly think that you would be able to... Like, I honestly think this is a good story to start on, so if you want to get into the classic series, I recommend this one. There are a lot of stories to recommend. Like, if we get to another one that would be a good start, we'll probably mention it, but this is one.
It certainly is. It's really a great story.
And the pacing is good.
It's kind of creepy when Sarah Jane gets put in suspended animation.
Yeah, it sort of is, and then it has some great cliffhangers, too, like the Weirin coming out of the cabinet thing, that thing you say that you remember that one.
Yeah, that story, like, back when I watched it, I was a few years younger. I was more easily scared by this stuff. The suspended animation, the whole thing with that disturbed me greatly. I don't quite know why. And also, the cliffhangers are just really memorable.
Yeah, I agree. Particularly the one where the Weirin comes out of the...
I mean, you see some Doctor Who stories where you see the cliffhangers and you're just like, seriously? This is awful. But
yeah, Death to the Daleks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this one has good cliffhangers.
It really does. So,
let's see. So, it was broadcast 1975, January 23rd through February 15, and as we mentioned, it's 4 episodes long. It's story number 76, which once again is the second Tom Baker story, and it's the second one in the season 12, I believe.
Yeah.
Please don't hate on me if I'm wrong, but I'm like pretty sure it's season 12.
yeah. Anyway, there's another little picture of a Weirin. Don't quite know if you can see
Yeah,
it
sort of.
well.
Yeah, the light sort of shines in it.
It's okay. It's just wonderful, the whole story. One of my favorite Tom Baker stories.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of greats, but
yeah,
this
is
one
of the better ones.
Yeah, I'd go as far to give it a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, maybe.
I give it a 10 out of 10, definitely. Yeah. It's a great atmosphere, great pacing, great characters, great monsters. I mean, this is honestly quintessential Doctor Who. It's sort of like it has everything that you like about Doctor Who, in my opinion.
Monsters, it has a great Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tom Baker's always just brilliant as the Doctor.
Yeah. And they believe you get to see him with jelly babies here. I might be wrong, but maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Character traits, and you see him using his scarf and that sort of stuff. So, and making jokes, doing all of what this fourth Doctor does best.
Yeah, it's a lot better than his first story. It's
a robot.
It's really...
If we do a review of that, we'll go into more depth.
Yeah, probably people who watched this, like, they might not have liked his first story, but if they didn't, this could have gotten them into the fourth Doctor.
And it shows just how early you got a character established. Like, certain Doctors, you don't quite get the sense that they know what they're doing early on. Like, I feel like with Peter Davison, sort of.
Yeah, possibly.
And maybe and sort of Sylvester McCoy as well. But, whereas with those, they don't... Like, it takes them a bit to figure out exactly what their Doctor is like. Make Patrick Crabbe in it too, but anyway, with Tom Baker, you can tell by this story, it's amazing how quickly Well, okay, sorry. You can tell that by this story, he's already got his character figured out. And,
Yeah.
like, over time, it's going to make him a bit sillier, but it's the early Tom Baker era, like seasons 12 and 13, maybe 14, where he's really great.
Yeah, it's really, as we said, a must-watch episode.
Yes, if you want to, like, even if you don't want to watch every episode of Doctor Who or anything, if you just want to watch the best of the best, this is definitely one to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. I guess there's not much else to say.
Yeah, there's not that much to say. We've said all about all there is to be said. Now, don't expect it to be like this every episode. We're gonna have more negative comments about some,
Yeah,
but
I mean-
there's honestly nothing bad to say about this one.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
want to start off with a classic, so... Yeah, that's 64 Studios 101.
Goof and 12.
Signing off.